Good day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Today we're going to talk about what Ironman Triathlon and Forex trading have in common. So back in the late 80s I got involved in triathlon. My background prior to that was hockey. I was an ice hockey player, and after my first year of university I went traveling and I packed up my gear and had enough. Played a little bit my first year and then decided that was it. I just had enough. And I came to Australia with a friend of mine, and while I was here I got the bug to do triathlons. And when I went back to Canada I set a goal that I wanted to go to the Hawaii Ironman. Now everybody thought I was crazy. Back then Ironman was still a bit of a fledgling sport. Here we are in 2017 and of course Ironman is just rampant. But I eventually did the Canadian Ironman and didn't qualify for a couple of years for Hawaii, but eventually qualified 2 years in a row for the Hawaii Ironman in 95 and 96, and managed to break 10 hours in Hawaii. Now, the point of me telling you this story today is not about bragging or anything else, but it's more about the fact that how it relates to trading and how when you set a goal, you need to be working with the end in mind. Now, Forex trading, virtually to succeed, to make money on any one particular trade and any one day of the week is not necessarily going to be impossible, but to do it consistently week after week is where you're going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged on so many levels. We talk about this in all the videos, and obviously you're watching this video, most likely you're struggling to get consistent results. Now this challenge for me to get to the Hawaii Ironman, I had to qualify. And there was only 3 spots in my age group every time I went to a race to qualify. And for 3 years I tried and kept falling short. And I had 7th, 8th, 4th, 6th, 5th, whatever. But eventually I made a breakthrough. I ended up training with some other athletes, and that really catapulted me to another level of fitness. And I qualified, I'm not going to say easily, but I qualified with confidence. And that's where your trading needs to get to. Now, I went back the second year knowing exactly what I needed to do. And it wasn't, it's always a challenge. You're relying on having a good day on any race day. You're relying on not having any mechanical errors or flat tires or chain brakes or something that can cost you time in an Ironman distance race. Because ultimately, when you're at that level, when you're competing for a qualifying spot, it is absolutely a race. You're talking about seconds separating sometimes the top 10. And so with trading, it's virtually very similar in that you're competing against other traders, and they're all out there doing the work. The 5% that are making the money and doing that consistently are extracting profits from the markets because they're doing the work day after day and working on themselves and making sure that they can consistently retain that edge, because that edge to them is money. Now, persistence, dedication, discipline, those are the things that are going to keep you going, but you still have to have a technical approach, money management skills, and the skills that are going to keep you in the game. So you can be dedicated, you can have perseverance, you can have discipline, but you can still blow up trading accounts as I've done. So you need to match that up with your money management, you need to match that up with your technical approach, and you need to be able to exit those trades maximizing the most amount of profit from your winning trades. So we talk about asymmetrical risk reward, so like maybe 3 to 1, 2 to 1 at a minimum. But ideally, like Paul Tudor Jones talks about, he doesn't look at anything less than, or he can see a 5 to 1 risk reward opportunity in his favor. So training is the same. I know a lot of athletes would do a lot of junk mileage. They would just train and put a ton of mileage in, swim, bike and run, long distance over and over again. But ultimately what that leads to is they get fit, but they also are prone to injury. And ultimately all they're doing is, in most cases, is training themselves to go those long distances, but at a slow pace. And in order to go fast, you need to train multiple physiology systems. And so like trading, in order to trade better, trade bigger, and trade more consistent, perhaps you need to look at how you're trading. Maybe you're on the wrong time frame. Maybe you're trading too much. Maybe you're not trading enough. Maybe your money management rules are not set up with a risk of ruin that's going to keep you in the game, meaning that you're going to at some point blow yourself up quickly if it's above zero. If you don't understand that, check out Brent Penfold's Risk of Ruin Simulator. So it's going to require you to be looking at every single aspect of your trading. You know, we talk about going to my homepage, getting my 7-step daily routine for high performance traders. Approach this like an elite athlete would approach a sport. Break it down into the simplest of components. Leave no stone unturned, and work at each one of those until you master them and they become unconscious competence. In order for you to be able to extract money from the markets consistently over and over again, it's going to require you to be at your best, and you're going to have to be going back to the well and drawing upon those resources over and over again. It's the toughest way to make easy money, and this is the most competitive market in the world. There's no easy lunch. So traders, do the work, stay disciplined, stay focused, do all the little things that are going to help you get better. You know, one of the biggest things that helped me in Hawaii was to quit doing junk mileage. So if you're doing junk mileage in your trading, get rid of it, thin it out, simplify it down to the 1 or 2 trade setups, keep it simple, learn to hit every single trade. And you know, there's going to be trades where you're going to talk yourself out of it, and then you're going to see the trade take off. Learn to hit those trades. The outcomes are random. Manage the downside and ride the winners. Hopefully you got some value out of today's video, traders. Ironman Triathlon, anything where you need to push yourself to the next level, it's going to require you to do all the same things, and that's master the basics. Master yourself and stay in the game. Have a great trading week, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.